Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome to this episode of American Truck Simulator. I was into this game for quite a while and had driven every road in Idaho. And then my computer had some issues, and unfortunately, I assumed that my game was saved in the cloud, and it actually was not. And so I had to, sadly, a little tear dripping right here. Start over. So the map is huge. The map is let's go back to that map. I'm still getting used to how to play the game again. So literally it's been months and months and months. I was trying to zoom in, zoom out. There we go. So the developers have created new states. So I own every state that's out. You still see like right there, North and South Dakota, North Dakota, South Dakota, still have a ways to go. But there's a lot. There's a lot to do, a lot to see. There's jobs everywhere. And I have, so far, just restarting, have driven from Boise to Nampa. That was my first run. And then I did Boise to Idaho Falls. Those are the two jobs I've done. But looking at this map, I earned all the Idaho objectives, and just for fun, I drove every road, which means every road. I drove every one of those. Even if it's a parking lot at Walmart, I drove it. So, yeah. So I have $7,000 in the bank. I'm level 1, starting over. Yep, it's true. It's true. So, career progress, just everything's basically level 1, you know? Skills, all the skills that I had plopped into this. You earn points for doing jobs, and you can plug these into this skill point chart, which gives you better jobs, higher paying jobs, basically. So, yeah, that's crazy. And that's where I'm at. So what I'd like to do is I think I need to buy a truck. This is technically not my truck, I don't think. So this is I'm trying to figure that out, actually. I can excuse me. I cannot do anything but a quick job because I don't have a truck. So this garage technically should be empty, really, because when you take a job, you borrow a truck. But what I'd like to do is go to services, go to the bank. I think I'm going to borrow $100,000. And there we go, a little bit slow. So yes, I have 56 days to pay it back, 18% interest, and $1,800 a day. So yes, putting in my application to see if they will accept that. And what I'd like to do is buy a used truck, and I've got a Volvo, a Western Star International, and a Freightliner available. But I just borrowed. I can't get the International. It's over 100,000. Technically, I have 107, but I need gas. So between, I think I like the chrome bumpers on this thing. It's kind of more old school. Let's see what year it is. Does it say? No, it doesn't tell you that. So chassis 6x2, 3. Let's compare horsepower. 370 horsepower. This one, 370 horsepower. Looks like pretty much the same. Fuel tank's 120 gallons. So is that. So same. Truck state. Maintenance plus 5%. Oh, it does tell me engine 4% wear. That's wear. Engine is 4% wear on that one. Over here, 5% wear. 5, 6, 8. That one's a little bit more worn. And I was going to go towards this one anyway, so let's pick up this one. It's not highlighted. Why is it not highlighted? Highlight, purchase. Hopefully that chose the right truck. It did not seem highlighted. So, yep, Western Star Day Cab. Select a target slot. Boy, it's been a long time since I've done this. Do I have to choose? Oh, okay. Boise. Okay, so basically I'm choosing a garage in Boise. That's me. And click OK. I just spent $100,000. So okay, we need to get out there and start making money. So we're going to get into the freight market, and we're going to do a sort it by price, which it already is. The most expensive job I can take is, I'm in Boise, so I can't do Idaho Falls to Boise. I can do corn right here, which is Boise to Elko. It's going to be a grind. I've done all of this before. It's tough. It's tough starting over. Oh, so I have to take the job right there. So I have to click take job, and it still asks me, "Are you sure?" And I'm really worried now that my truck isn't strong enough. I don't know. I'm gonna try. All right, trailer's ready. Let's go get it. It's just corn. So where is the trailer? Over there. Okay, I see the little arrow. Head towards the green flag on your map. I'm really excited to start this game again. It is, I say this about like Farm Sim 22 and 25. It's oddly satisfying. Something weird about realistic games that has always gotten me excited. I love flight simulators, but this is even more realistic because I'm not going to ever become a pilot. I mean, I could, maybe, but it's not going to happen. I could drive a truck. I could go take the test and be a trucker. I could also be a farmer. I could, well, I could go work on a farm, but okay, so we are hooked up and we're headed to Elko. So what's important to know here is it's Monday at 4:53 p.m. They expect the job. I should get there at 9:31 tonight. 226 miles. It's 4 hours and 37 minutes. Also, I have a full tank of gas. I'm looking at those icons above that lower right corner, above my head. Above my head. That's what I'm looking at. Those icons. The bed icon shows blue, and that is that means I'm already kind of tired. So luckily it's only 4 hours, so I will crash in Elko. So this summer, and summer is a few days away from being over. Okay, my left blinker is on, by the way. So same example here. Once you stop at the stop line, bing, now I would creep forward. First thing I cross is the sidewalk. So make sure no bikes, no people are on the sidewalk. That trucker's being nice. He's giving me space. What a guy. Oh, this is a double trailer. That's why it's heavy cargo. All right. Well, I don't know. I'm a new, okay, railroad crossing, lights are not flashing. And I'm going to go straight. Now I'm going to do a lane change. So blinker for 5 seconds. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000. And cancel my signal. Come to a nice stop here at the stop line. Such a cool game. Right behind the stop line. Okay. So we're going to get on the freeway and head east. So towards Elko. Now, if you're getting your license or you don't have your license or you already have, or you have your permit, or you already have your driver's license. This game is, and you live in Idaho. This game is great for learning Idaho. Now, if you live in another state, maybe it's one of the states that is in this game. Download it, pick it up, download it. It's really fun driving a state that you know. It's different when I cross into another state. For example, so left, right, left. I'm in front. Um, if I drive into Utah, now I've been there, right? But I don't know it. So the GPS is important. None of the landmarks make any difference to me. Um, it's not quite as fun. It's really, really fun driving an area that you know. You know, so there's Jack in the Box on the right. Now, is it really there? No, it's not. So I know those things because Hunter's Lodge. Whoops, on the sidewalk. Not there either. It's fun to see which things are correct and which things aren't. So you can see what I'm doing here is I'm going left, right, left. I'm just going to say that, by the way, just so I don't get you dizzy doing this all the time. But I'm doing left, right, left. I could do that with my real head. Through the green light. Now my truck is having a hard time pulling this much weight. So we'll do what we can. Luckily, it's flat, like to Elko. I don't think we have to go up and over much elevation. So my blinker is on right here for 5 seconds. Okay, before I turn. And I'm going to take this loop. So the law says you have to signal for 100 feet or 5 seconds. They're about the same. Pretty much no matter where you are, if you count to 5. We used to teach 100 feet. And honestly, okay, so left blinker is on for 5 seconds. I'm going to check my mirror. So the way you do a lane change, inside mirror, outside mirror, over your shoulder, go if it's clear. It's called smog. Smog. So smog stands for signal. Check your mirrors, which is inside and outside, towards the direction you're going. Look over your shoulder, and then go if it's clear. There's the helicopter again. I can hear it. All right, so by the way, right there, yeah, see, it's all compressed. That would have been the new outdoor golf place and a bunch of things right there. But it's compressed. I'm already to Broadway. So I am full speed at 46 miles an hour. I think that's why it kept asking me. Are you sure? But I can't wait to make enough money to upgrade. I had all that done. I had a nice, powerful truck. It's okay. Starting over. And there's an advertisement for Nebraska coming soon. Another map. Idaho City Gowan Road exit coming up here. We're going to stay on the freeway. That is not a McDonald's. That's left blinker. Not getting off here. Left blinker for 5 seconds. Cancel signal. That is a Burger King. And I think that's really funny. Because in real life, it's a Burger King, and they put a McDonald's there. I don't know why. Oh, look, there's the Burger King right there. And that's not where it is. So I just like to point out the inconsistencies. So this is where Micron would be. These mountains aren't here. It's still flat right here. But see, it's compressing the map. So it already has us at a rest stop. So everything's compressed. Mountain Home, 31 miles away. But you'll notice we'll get there a lot faster than 31 miles of driving. So, all right, it's 52 miles an hour. I am full speed. By the way, there is a rest stop. You can stop there to sleep, but you will lose 8 hours. And I have to have this job there in 4 hours. I don't have any time to dilly-dally. So it's a good thing I have a full tank of gas. It's a good thing I'm just a little bit tired. Okay, there's a car trying to get on the freeway, and I have to make a judgment call here. I'm going to do a blinker and change lanes. I should have done that quicker. See how we got there at the same time. So just to be a good driver, and now I'm watching that car coming up on my right. So I'm going to put my right blinker on, and as soon as he goes by, and check again, I'm going to slide over and be in the slow lane, and that'll allow all those cars to go by me. Looks like I'm getting off here in Mountain Home and going, which is true. So blinker for 5 seconds. And I'm going to cancel my signal and then coast. It's exactly how we teach it in driver's ed. It's exactly how we do it in real life. So right blinker's on. Blink, 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 blink. I'll figure that out later and actually do it. So there is a stop line, so I have to stop before it. I'm going to look left, right, left. So by the way, when I say if you're in front at a light, well, you're always in front at a stop sign. So that means you always have to do the left, right, left at a stop sign. Always, always. Okay, so that is that a McDonald's? I think that's a Wendy's in real life when you get off in um, and then that's Mountain Home Auto Ranch, which is a lot bigger than that in real life. Okay, so looking ahead, it looks like I'm going straight through this intersection. Speed limit is only 25. Be careful. You can get a ticket, and it does cost you money. So you have to pay it. I don't have that much money in my bank account. You also notice I've got my mirrors in the screen there, and you can turn those on or off. But because you also may have wondered, why am I driving in third person mode? This is real. And if I'm a driver's ed teacher, wouldn't I be driving like this the whole time? No. I really like third person view. These are all the views I have. But my favorite is I race in third person. I play every game in third person if I can. I just prefer to be able to see more. It's an opportunity that you don't get when you're driving. Now this is definitely more real. And I've got gauges on the dashboard. And the GPS is still there. I can turn that off if I want. And it's fine. It's fine. It's definitely the more realistic view. Got the big old double trailers back there that I can't really see. I just find it easier to drive in this game in this view. There's a lot of difficult parking and stuff in this game, and this view is really helpful. Okay, so I'm turning left at the, not this intersection, but the next intersection. This is actually also good to teach you how to read a GPS. So my left blinker is on for 5 seconds. This is a four-way stop. That last one was a light. This one is a four-way stop. Well, it's technically a three-way stop because there's no street across the street. So left, right, left, and I don't, oh no, cross traffic doesn't stop. So good thing I noticed that. See the white car? Cross traffic does not stop. It's a two-way stop. So that means they have the right of way. Now I am headed towards Duck Valley Indian Reservation. And this is the kind of a tunnel. I'm not sure if it's an actual tunnel. Wouldn't call it a tunnel. It goes under the train tracks. But you'll know this if you've been to Mountain Home. You recognize that artwork. It's the same. It's the actual artwork on the walls. So up 35, it's 33. There we go. I was going a little bit fast. Okay, light's green. I'm going to keep going straight through. I need to do a left lane change, so blinker for 5 seconds, change lanes, slide over to the red light, come to a nice comfortable stop. Here we go. So there's my load. I've got a long trailer there. All right, so we are getting on the road going, I don't have a compass, but this would be going east because I think I'm facing south right now. So I do have a protected green. What's that mean? I have a protected light. Protected light is an arrow. See that? The arrow means when it turns green, no one else can go. So it's protected. I'll still look left, right, left, but there will not be any oncoming traffic. So there's a Google car. That's really cool. I think it's really funny. And it's actually not Google. All right, left, right, left. Light's green. I still make sure no one's going to run the light, and I go. So protected means I have the right of way. Sometimes you'll have a turn lane with a green circle. That is called an unprotected turn, and you can go after you yield to oncoming traffic. 55-mile-an-hour zone. We are we're going south on 51. A little bit turned around then. So we're driving south. This poor little truck. Okay, so Elko, 170 miles, and my GPS is telling me 173. What is? There's somebody actually throwing stuff into a dumpster. They've done better with the animations recently. Things actually move. You'll see cows are out there eating, horses will run, people will be walking around doing stuff. And by the way, I am full speed. This is full throttle, and I am underpowered for this load of corn, but I'll get there. Sprinklers on the field right there. Irrigation, really cool. All right, so 3 hours and 20 minutes is what I've got left in this trip, and it will not take that long. Remember, everything's compressed. I had it figured out at one time. I forget what it was, 23 times faster. Maybe it was more. I don't know. Don't even remember, but I used to have it figured out. So I would know. I got cars pulled over, maybe. So let's just make sure. First of all, we're going the speed limit. Secondly, we slow down just to give them the respect. Something's going on. Oh, just a crash. But there's two cops. Ooh, that truck's coming in hot. When you see emergency lights, slow down and give them space. And if you have a second lane, the law says you have to pull over. So if this was a wider street, there's a Snake River. If this was a wider road and I was on the side that the police were on, I would change lanes to the left to give them a cushion, if you know what I mean. So you have to change to the left as far as you can. There's another rest area. I do not have time. Boy, that's a rest area? Ha! That is a country rest area. It's not a freeway rest area. That I have not seen before, actually. It looked like just a pullover, but it said rest area. It's so interesting. That I don't know if it exists. I've driven this road maybe 3 times in my life through Duck Valley to Elko, actually. So I had family living there. Don't now, and we would go visit, usually around Christmas time. And this road could be pretty scary depending on the weather, in the snow and the ice. So I do think I'm gaining some elevation, but it's nothing terrible. Just because it's desert doesn't mean there can't be snow and ice, depending on the time of year. And I don't think this game really keeps track of months. Like, it doesn't really matter what month it is. I'll have to pay more attention to that to see if there's any. I don't think there's season changes. I can't remember any of that. If you play this game and drop me a comment below, please. It'd be cool if it would go through the 4 seasons, because here in Idaho we see all 4 seasons fully. So summer is hot and dry. So lots of okay, we're slowing down. Oh, dang it, man, Bruno! I got a $240 speeding ticket in Bruno. Blew it there, coming in through these small Idaho towns. Was talking, distracted. It's real life, man. It's real life. So, dang. So, yeah, all 4 seasons. So, plenty hot, lots of water, lots of places to go play. Fall, gorgeous trees changing colors, especially in the mountains. Cool nights, comfortable days. And then winter, cold, depending on where you are, snow and ice. But again, lots of places to go play outside, ski, snowmobile, etc. if you're into that kind of thing. And then spring, everything thaws, everything changes, birds and animals come back out. So fully the 4 seasons are fully experienced here, and we're not the only place, but it is really nice. So right now it's August. It's almost 100 degrees. It's been in the 90s for a month or more. And by the time, summer's over, we're ready for something different. It's just too hot to do much outside. And then when fall comes and it's like 60 and 70, man, you can do anything you want outside all day if you wanted to. It's great. So, and then winter, I'm not a fan because it goes back to kind of summer where it's the temperature is not comfortable outside to do much. So you end up being inside most of the time, which I'm a gamer, so it's not terrible, but I also like to do things outside. So projects and work around the house. Duck Valley Okay, we are in the Duck Valley Indian Reservation. So, um, and see, that didn't take long. That was not a 4-hour trip. So checking my speed here. It's 65. I'm going 47. I'm still full speed, man. I'm been full speed pretty much the whole time. A little bummed about that speeding ticket. It does go on my record, and the game keeps track of that kind of thing. It's fine. It's part of driving. So you just want to avoid that because guess what? Your insurance goes up and it just gets more expensive to drive. It's bad enough as it is. All right, so I am still going straight. There is a gas station, but I'm fine. That's the tribal headquarters, by the way. Elko, 82 miles. So that's where I'm headed. That's the gas station. And 55 zone through here. All the little towns along the highways, they don't want people blowing by at 60 miles an hour, so they slow down. But it is kind of frustrating when it's like 25, But again, that's their main street, right? Even if there's 5 businesses or 2. So that's why that happens. You have to pay attention to that kind of thing and not be distracted. Speaking of which, stay in your lane, Mr. Johns. So it's not as hard in real life. It's actually harder in this game to stay in your lane. Because I have a joystick. I have a game, whatever. Yeah, I have an Xbox controller. And it's not a wheel, so it's tap, 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 tap. That's not realistic. Steering wheel's easy. So that's a cool bridge. I think we're leaving the Duck Valley Indian Reservation. Yes, we are. So it says an hour 26, and we have to have it by 9:30, and that's about that. So yikes. Or is that just telling me when? I think that's okay. So that's not telling me when it's expected. That's telling me when I'm going to get there. There is another screen. I think it's F5 on my keyboard. Let me just quickly tap it. Nope, that's map. F6. So F5 is the map options. F6 tells me more about the job, but right now I'm just going to get up this road. It's narrow. I don't remember there being a dam. There must be. What dam is this? Wild Horse Reservoir. Okay. So it tells me more about my trip, my job. So it tells me I'm hauling 58,000 pounds of corn. It tells me I'm going to Elko to the BNSF railroad. They're probably going to move it by train then across the country. It's expected either Monday at 8 to Tuesday at 2:42. They gave me a day, so I don't need to stress about it. So that's good to know. Okay, sun's going down. See, lights are F, I think, for lights. Oh, why it turns on my hazards, I don't know. I need to figure that out also. Whoops. Ooh, I think I hit my emergency brake. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Maybe it's L for lights. F is hazards. L is lights. Got it. Okay. All right. And what else can we learn there? We'll make almost $9,000. I have 5 hours. I almost have 6 hours to get there, and I'm an hour away. So I'm 5 hours ahead of time, and it tells me the next rest stop is 4 hours and 12 minutes away. So apologize to the cars behind me. I slammed on my brake. Also going 36 miles an hour. Doing what I can. So it's handling it fine, and I'm keeping an okay speed, just a little slow. I probably should pay a little bit more attention. If I get those warnings about heavy cargo, that probably does mean my truck is not quite rated for that. Okay, that's a recommended speed right there, 50. If you see a yellow speed sign, that's recommended. Could you get a ticket? You could if a police officer thinks you're going too fast for the conditions. But typically, you won't get a speeding ticket if you're going slightly above a recommended speed. It's not the same as a white speed sign. That is the law. But I will tell you, recommended speeds have been studied by traffic engineers, and they are usually right on. So if it says 50 around this corner, even though I'm going 39, 50 is what's comfortable. 50 is what your car or truck should probably be doing, or less. All right, so we are 19 miles away. 36 minutes at this speed, so it knows, GPS knows, like, dude, he's going slow. But I will make $9,000. That will go in my bank. And remember, I have to pay $1,800 a day on this truck loan. So is that realistic? I mean, normally that would probably be it'd be a monthly payment, and it wouldn't be 1,800. Well, it might be at 18%. I don't know. But I can do a $9,000 job a day and pay the 18 and still put some in the bank. So it's all good, and we'll start collecting money and putting that away so we can do. There we go. Elko discovered. This is Nevada, so I have discovered Nevada. I had done that before, but remember, I'm starting over. So it's kind of fun, actually, to discover new places on a map. Go back to my map. Once I'm on a straightaway here, I'll hit that again a couple times. That's about, whoops, see, distracted driving. That's about that's about the size of the map that I like. Kind of gives me a good overview. All right, let's pay attention to speed coming into Elko, so I don't get another speeding ticket. So 45, I'm well under 45. So we are in Elko, and all we have to do is follow GPS and go drop off our 2 trailers of corn, get a paycheck, 35 miles an hour. There we go. That one I did have to slow down for a little bit. So then I don't know Elko like the back of my hand, so I don't know if this looks like Elko. I'm assuming it does. So what's cool, there's a cool old diner. I catch updates once in a while from the company that makes this game, and they will say that their research team, 30 miles an hour, right there, the research team is in, let's say, South Dakota, and they're researching. What a job. So left blinker's on. So that's an example of when I did not stop, and I'm not going to even try backing up. So I don't know if anybody's behind me. Let me see if I can. Do I have a view of that? I don't think I even have a backwards view, but I have such a long trailer. Oh, come on. You can make that corner, dude. Oh, really? Look at your short little stubby trailer. Look at the one I've got. Oh, I can see behind me. But there is a car, so I cannot back up. My light's green, so I'm going to go ahead and left, right, left. I'm going to swing a little wide. This is going to benefit me and him. Can't really see the road, but welcome to night driving. So find your lane, closest lane to you. That's the law. Now, trucks have a difficult time sometimes doing that, just because they're so big. Oh, so there is a update coming that allows you might think, hey, this looks really fun, just driving around and checking places out. They have an update coming. I think it's September or October. No, maybe it's November. Anyway, it's coming up in the next couple months. Okay, red light. We're going to come to a stop before the stop line. Looks like I heard a siren that was not for me. Yes. Left, right, left. Check for cross traffic. Nobody's coming. Also, I want to check my outside right mirror. And I'm going to do watch this. I'm going to do a lane change. So signal, check my inside mirror, outside mirror, over my right shoulder. No one's there, so I can go. And then I cancel my signal. So that's a lane change. There's a new update coming. And it's going to allow you to drive cars all over the country. Cars. So I don't know what that's going to look like, there's going to be additional challenges to go explore things. You're actually not delivering by truck. You're driving. So right blinker is on here. I'm going to swing a little bit wide because there's nobody in that outside lane. Light's yellow. Shoot, that was technically probably a red light, but it was really close. I was already kind of in the intersection. That comes up a lot, by the way. When is it running a red light? Well, if I'm already in the intersection, and it's yellow still, you're fine. But you shouldn't be there, right? Because when your light turns red, the other traffic's light is green. And they may still have a running start. They still may be going 50, So you don't know. You just don't want to be in the intersection when it turns red ever. So, all right, right blinker on. I'm going to turn into, this is the BNF headquarters here, or warehouse or something here. I think I have to trigger that. So I'm going to stop right there. I have to check in. And then you always have a choice. Do you want lots of points for the most difficult parking job? I've never seen one that's 270 points, I don't think. I could do an easy one. Just it'll be straight in for 25 points, or they can park it for me. Now, I can't do it? It's blacked out. So I guess I can't do it. That's too bad. We'll take the 25-point one. That's too bad. So see the difference? I don't have to back up or anything. Now that would have been really, really difficult with 2 trailers. Almost insane. That's why it was blacked out. It wasn't even an option. So I'm going to just park it cab first. You normally do not get this easy of a parking job. And I think I just have to place my cab there. I think. They don't like it. Let me go forward just a little bit. I might have to straighten them out and then back up. Let's check this out here a little bit. See how the trailers aren't straight? They want those trailers to be straight. Good luck. Backing up is tricky. Backing up double is double tricky. I mean, look, they go in different directions. So I'm going to skip this and just say park it for me. Yeah. So there we go. 221 miles, 6 hours and 5 minutes of real time, but not game time. 46.5 gallons of fuel. I earned 88.66 money plus proficiency bonus of being level 1, which is what everybody is at this point. 357 experience. So there we go. Thanks for joining me. That was a fun little trip. Boise to Elko, money in the bank, working towards the future. I'll catch you next time. For now, though, Mr. Johns is out.